Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Hold on one second, boys. Hold on one second. Not exactly sure what's going on. Seems to be a little bit of a struggle session going on. I don't know if that's YouTube related or something. Can you guys hear me? Mic check. YouTube's down. Is YouTube down? Is YouTube down? Mic check. Front page isn't loading. What the fuck? I look fine. Do I look fine? It's working. Someone, yeah. That's so weird. What the fuck? Isn't that weird? That's so weird. It won't let me, I don't know. It won't let me play the intro. Front page and subscription pages are fucked. YouTube having big issues right now. Sonia says, "Here you good, boss man. First world problems. Type fine. Tiny hats are attacking YouTube. That's crazy." That's crazy. Vara had the same problem. What the fuck? Am I too loud, by the way, or am I just fine? I guess we're I don't know, bro. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to just skip the intro. You can search, but it's not showing up on homepage. That's weird, dude. Holy fuck. What's going on here? Yeah, you know, it's definitely weird because we only got like 77 people watching on YouTube right now, and I feel like there's 77 people typing in the chat right now, considering how fast the chat is moving. So I have no idea what's going on. There's no homepage. Yeah. Well, we're just gonna have to, it's 129. I guess I got to refresh on YouTube. It's so weird. 141 people. That's, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna refresh the stream really quick. Just give me 1 second. I'm still gonna be in here. I'm just refreshing. Let me see if the numbers update. Oh yeah. Okay, they updated. Yeah, we're at 150 right now. All right. I mean, listen. I'm gonna try my best. It is what it is. I'm gonna try my best, guys. But to be honest with you, there's something very strange going on with YouTube. I have absolutely no idea. But in any case, shout out to all you guys. Welcome to another episode of Hypnocast, boys. We got a lot that we got to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. Aside from YouTube apparently just exploding. I have literally no idea, but YouTube is just literally exploding right now. But that's okay. We got a lot that we got to talk about. We are going to skip the intro. That was the shortest intro. I know. Shortest intro in YouTube history. Well, at least for us anyway. Normally we go at least 6 to 8 minutes, but I guess for, a 20-second banger is good enough. I suppose. Let's go to 20 seconds. 20 seconds, boys. We're bricked. I know, man. Anyway, guys, shout out to all you guys. Welcome to another episode of Hypnocast, where we're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do any of that, boys, you got to bring it in close. Listen, just because YouTube's broken, all right, just because YouTube's all messed up doesn't mean that we skip the hug. I know some of you are going to hope that was going to be the case, but that's not going to happen. So you need to get in here right now, and we need to hug it out right now. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at every single one of you that always say no every single week, including Sonia. You need to get in here right now. All right. It is a glorious evening. Just because YouTube's down and messing up doesn't mean it's not a glorious evening. Get in here. We got to hug it out right now. Oh, let's look at the chat. Vice Admiral, did you see that? He said no touch. Everybody gang up on him right now. Everybody gang up on him right now. Vice Admiral, gang up on him and listen very closely. If you are watching on YouTube which you're probably not considering it's lagging, like the stream. You're probably not, though. Let's be real. Let's be real. If you are actually watching on Rumble, like the stream, it's probably the better place to watch right now. If you are watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else right now, that's probably impossible considering that the internet seems to be on fire right now. I don't know why. Oh my God, even that freezes. That looked like that froze for me. What the fuck is going on? What is happening? What is happening? Is everything fucking broken? I don't know. I have no idea. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking? What are we checking today, ladies and gentlemen? Listen, we got, oh my God. You know what's crazy? We have a crazy story about Highguard today that I could not wait to get into. And I'm so pissed that YouTube is messing up right now because, my God, do I have an amazing Highguard story for you guys. Oh, man. This thing is coming full circle. Pause, by the way. It's coming full circle, and I am here for it. And I was hoping all of you were going to be here for it, which some of you might be, some of you might not be. But regardless, guys, we got a crazy, crazy story for Highguard. But what else are we checking, man? What are we, don't touch me check? Listen. If I see one more person say don't touch me during the hug, I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to be very upset, so don't make me upset, okay? Don't make me cry. Highguard is the gift that keeps on giving. It is, and we're going to talk about it. It is an amazing gift. I cannot wait to continue talking about Highguard. But what else are we checking? What is that, Captain Durag? What the fuck is Captain Who is Captain? Is that Kata? Is that Kata? Is Captain Durag Kata? I don't know, man. I have no idea. What else are we checking, boys? What else are we checking? We got Stranger Danger? Stranger Danger check. Okay, fair enough. Mr. Grimlock says hugs are welcome check. I like it. I like it. Heresy Inspector check. Okay. Disney check. Okay. What else? YouTube being gay as fuck boy check. Yep, that sounds about right. YouTube is down check. Yep, that sounds about right as well. Craziness check. Thank you. I appreciate that. Disney being racist check. That's definitely sounds about right. Hypno is the #1 spreader of hypno abandonment syndrome check. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? All right, guys, listen, our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded, boys. Like the stream. Like the stream. Come on. Come on. All right, boys, listen, let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in this chat right now hanging out with us on this glorious evening. Who is in the chat right now? Let's see, man. There's a lot of you. There's a lot of you in the chat. It's insane. What's going on? We got Wedge Seraph. What's going on, dude? How you doing? We got Light Ferret over on Rumble. What's going on, Light Ferret? How you doing? Gray Soul over on Rumble. We got Kitsu vs. Wolf Gamer over on Rumble. We got Charlie Nuclear. What's going on, man? We got Yamato 85. What's going on, dude? King Joker. D Draconic over on Rumble. Democulus over on Rumble. Black Tailgate. DeCello 80 over on Rumble. We got Great Ape over on Rumble. There's going to be a lot of people probably on Rumble today. And that's okay. We got Miss Molly. What's going on, Miss Molly? How you doing? We got Yamato 85. We got Mookie Dookie over on Rumble. We got Scrap Gamer. We got Blue Octopus screaming at the top of her lungs. Look at that. She's like, cozy games. You know what's crazy? I was trying to peacefully play Power Washing Simulator 2 earlier today. And literally the moment I booted up the game, not even 2 seconds after I got the loading screen, I get a message on Steam from Blue Octopussy, and she's like, cozy game. Just screaming. Just scream. I'm like, really? This is why I play Invisible. It's insane. D Rice Raid, what's going on? Fanfics over on Rumble. How you doing? We got Crash Collins over on Rumble. We got Matthew with the Hero Prees. How you doing? We got Vet Gamer Bocephus. No hugs for me. I'm a big Texan and have phobias. Oh, come on, man. I don't accept. I do not accept. We got Colonel Rub. What's going on, Colonel Rub? We got Joel Jimenez. Vice Admiral Deku of Mars. What's going on, dude? We got Chaotic Holy. We got Lysis over on Rumble. Hypno being the only reason to use Rumble check. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We got Sonia. Says, damn, didn't get mine called out. Looks like you were wrong. There you go. We got Commander Sonok. We got a Kickin' Danitz. What's going on, dude? We got Dark Tanave. We got Katie Astronaut. Crash Collins over on Rumble. We got Y over on YouTube. 206 Zelda. We got Felstev. Dark Dimos. I'm not here just like... Okay, guys. Dark Dimos is not here. That means any message, any super chat, any donation, we cannot call him out. Okay? He says he's not here. We have to respect his wishes. That's what it is. All right, 4 more people, boys. So we got to get on with the show, man. We got Black Tailgate, Anubis Hentai, Hades. What's going on, dude? We got Too Cool Curry. We got Ritesh, GG. What's going on, dude? How you doing? We got Dragon. We got Ryan Workman. We got 17 Crash Gaming. We got Grimlock. What's going on, Grimlock? We got Nick Havoc, Jason Alator, Marius. We got Sanikin. We got the King Joker, Magdi, Stargazer Kawaii. We got Judge Magistrate Cabranth. What's going on, dude? We got Lucky Boy, Air Razor X over on Rumble. We got Setsuna Shadow. How you doing? We got Guff R35. And last but not least, Frag Monkey. What's going on, Frag Monkey? Ron DFK with the hat. Everybody look at the hat. What a glorious hat. We got Dade over on Rumble. King Demon Wing is even here over on Rumble. It's insane. That's insane. Rumble's going crazy right now. Even King Demon Wing is hanging out over there. It's a beautiful thing. And we got Project Redfoot. What's going on, Project Redfoot? We got Taffy M. We got Romanizer 24. Panthera. Another one, Lily the Panthera. We don't know if Panthera's here. So now we have to be vigilant to not respond to their messages. They are not here. They are not here. Mr. Melancholy. What's going on, dude? And we got Final Fantasy Sucks and Old Man Cad and Vince Ryder and Dragon Knight over on Rumble and Matthew Watson. All right, guys. Listen, man, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. Who is going to get the final call-out, boys? Who is it going to be? Who is going to get the final call-out money shot today, ladies and gentlemen? Let's find out, and let's see who gets sacrificed. So who do we got, man? We got Colonel Rub saying, I summon endless Krieg legions to create the most long and complex trench and all the Sisters of Battle to protect thy booty hole. Repent, mother effers, to go down by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Holy shit.
Why would you ask a question in the middle of the sacrifice? Like, why would you do that? Like, how have we not learned?
Holy shit.
How have we? First off, no, I don't. And second off, you were the recipient of the money shot today.
What the?
Did YouTube just freeze the money shot, or was that me? What the fuck? What's going on? Nothing I play is working. At least not on my end, anyway. If it worked for you, then that's great. If it worked for you, then fantastic. Look at this. Sanikin's like, thanks, I guess. Look at this. Thanks, I guess. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. All right, man. Listen, shout out to all you guys. We got a lot we got to talk about today. And I'm going to do my best to get through the topics today. It might be a little bit difficult considering what's going on, but we're just gonna figure it out. So let's make it work. Number one story today, guys, and we're gonna save it towards the end. It's about Highguard, obviously. Highguard is unbelievably cooked, boys. We are talking Omega level cooked, level 5 mutant. Like, we are talking all kinds of stuff. Highguard is absolutely cooked, boys. It is not looking good for this game right now. The website has gone down. Things are just looking terrible. Obviously, it's so bad. It's so bad. The game had under 1,000 concurrent players for the first time. It's bad, boys. It's bad. Not only that, the Highguard Discord is filled with maximum levels of cope. We're talking Omega levels of cope. I'm not even kidding. The amount of cope that I have screenshots, we're going to go over them. It's crazy, boys. People are like, "Oh, this game's amazing. I don't understand why people don't love it. I don't get the haters, the grifters." Oh, it's fuel. It's honestly fuel for the soul. So we're gonna talk about that. We're also gonna look at Atreus's video he posted on X. He came up with something that made me literally cry laughing. I'm not even kidding. It made me cry laughing. It was incredible. We're gonna check out that video. We're also gonna talk about a new video game that's making the rounds all over social media, and it's called Become. And apparently it is about the journey of the sperm going to fertilize the egg. And needless to say, it's an interesting concept. So we're going to go over that video game because we cover video games here, which means we got to talk about that one too. We also are going to talk about Xbox streaming getting wrecked right now. It's not looking good. Xbox streaming has been down for a bit. I don't know if things are getting attacked right now. I don't know if there's like DDoS attacks going on everywhere. I have no idea. But their services went down. They got a little bit felted. Things aren't looking too good right now for them. So we're going to check that down. Their cloud saves have also been impacted, which is not good. From what I understand, cloud saves have become errored for some people or just flat out deleted, which is not good. So we will talk about that. We also got some fast topics. We got Call of Duty Warzone Mobile going offline. We got to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Crimson Desert, because as good as that game has been looking lately, apparently there's one thing that I heavily disagree with that I want to talk to you about today that I was a little sad to find out about, but we'll talk about it anyway. We got some eugenics news that we're going to go over as well. And that's basically it, because a lot of it has to do with Highguard. Oh, we also got some Steam news too. I forgot. We got an update on the Steam Deck because things aren't looking good, man. Steam Deck's been out of stock for a while, and it looks like that's not going to get better anytime soon. So we're going to talk about all of this, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do any of that, we got to do the pre-stream legends, man. We got to thank the people that have taken the extra step. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. So let's make sure we thank the pre-stream legends who are trying, if we get lucky, they're trying to get us to 565 tier 1s in a row and 257 tier 2s in a row. So thank you guys so much for your continued support on this stream. I greatly appreciate it. We got starting us off. Look at this fucking guy, man. King Demon Wing. Look at King Demon Wing, bro. I swear. Everybody on YouTube and everybody on Rumble, spam the King Demon Wing emojis right now, boys. Right now, this very second. Shout out to King Demon Wing, starting us off strong with a 5 membership banger.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
And considering that is the first one of the stream, you already know what that means. Shout out to I decided to throw in the gay sound in there. It's amazing. Shout out to King Demon Wing, starting us off with the 5 membership banger. Summoning Kiryu, I appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much for the support, as always. You are legendary. And then we got Mr. Melancholy with it too. Says, Highguard is on the highway to the junkyard. Facts. It is. And it's not looking good, boy. Marius. Click on it. I don't know why it's not letting me click on it. There we go. Marius with a 5 had to manually search for this stream. YouTube's main page is down again. Yes, apparently that is the case. Although some people in the chat were saying it's coming back up now. I have no idea. But it is not looking good. We are at drastically lower numbers on YouTube than we normally are. And it's pretty obvious why that is. The people that rely on their homepage instead of checking my channel every day, 9 p.m., because they think they're going to be served up notifications and then they're actually not going to be. Yeah, they're going to find out, they're going to think I took off again. It is what it is. But thank you, Marius. I appreciate that. Then we got Marius again with a 2. Says YouTube went through the medicine cabinet. Facts. It sure did. It sure did. We got a kick in. Oh my God. Look at that profile picture, bro. Wow. Bro, look at that profile picture. That is amazing. A Kickin' Danitz with 1 membership. Shout out to a Kickin' Danitz. I appreciate that, dude. Continuing the membership train. And then we got Blue Octopussy with a 2. Says Happy Fat Tuesday with a whole bunch of emojis. Lots and lots of emojis. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate that. And then Frag Monkey continues the membership train with 1 membership. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. And then Chaotic Holy with a $2 to the $7 cutest VTuber on the internet. Wait a second. So hold on. 7th place only gets $2. That's crazy. What kind of competition is this? How did I get signed up for this? I don't appreciate this. Tanya Raven with a 2. Hypnotic is the manliest VTuber on YouTube is down. Thank you. I will take the wins when I could take them. I appreciate that. And then look at this fucking guy, man. Some Dumb Goy. Shout out to Some Dumb Goy with a 10 membership mega bang.
Fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Some Dumb Goy. I appreciate that, my guy. Thank you so much. 10 memberships is crazy. It's crazy. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Tanya Raven with a 2 says, when does a dad know it's down? Oh, my God. No, we are not. We are not taking YouTube's down page right now and turning it into a dad joke. That is not what's That is not what's happening right now. No, I refuse. I refuse. Literally denied. I refuse. Jesus Christ, man. What are we doing? We got Frag Monkey with 1 membership again. Continuing the membership train from Some Dumb Goy. Thank you. We got Melodic Method for 5 bucks. Get your pre-orders in for Hypnotic Grifter Grind Coffee. Every time somebody brings up coffee, all I want to do is just be like, that's literally it. That's always going to be the answer. Anytime someone brings up a fucking coffee grift, I'm like, this is so gay, bro. It's so gay. Please don't. No, thank you. We got Gray Soul with a 5. Says, fuck the rules. Since I have to crash for the night on the Waifu Challenger, Ivy must go down. Well, we'll see. I have a pretty interesting challenger tonight. I wonder how it's going to work. I actually was able to make a cutscene for it and everything. So I'm pretty excited to see who people vote for. It should be a fun time. We got Judge Magister with an 8th month. Says, I judge Hypno to be the master of stealth. It has been proven. Thank you. Thank you. First off, yes, I am the master of stealth. Everybody knows that I'm amazing at stealth video games. I don't want to hear otherwise. If you don't believe that, just watch my gameplay. It's amazing. Thank you so much. We got Real Tifa Lockhart with a 189. Says, sorry, everyone. Got YouTube Premium and it crashes. Well, why'd you do that? Why'd you break the fucking interwebs? What's wrong with you? We got Kang throwing what I believe to be a banana. Most likely a banana. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing he throws. Thank you, Kang. We got Sanikin becoming a member all on their own. Shout out to Sanikin. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Big Army. We got Darth. Hey, wait, hold on. You said you weren't here. Now you wait a cotton pick a minute. You said you weren't here. So how are you able to do this $9.99? How are you able to do that? Darth Dimos. There's some trickery going on here. I don't know what's going on. Darth Dimos with a $9.99. Says, do you know why you should never shout into a colander? Because you'll strain your voice. This is what it is. Colonel Rub with a 5 says, never have I seen YouTube so high and so drunk before. I wonder if they are on fentanyl or doing all the drugs. Well, they're definitely doing something all right. I don't know if it's drugs, but they're doing something. And then we got BioT Wolf with a 10 says, a new dot hack game is coming out. And I'm both happy and scared. Is there really? Are you trolling me, or is there really a new dot hack game coming out? Bandai is giving all control to CyberConnect 2, but I'm so scared because of games of today. Dude, are you being serious? Is there really a dot hack game coming out? No fucking way, dude. I'm like, that would be amazing. I've been trying to get the dot hack books forever. They're so expensive. They're so fucking expensive to try to get dot hack books. Dude. Dude, there really is a game. Oh, man, there really is a new game coming out. That's awesome. Holy shit, I'm bricked. Dot Hack is just like, man, the memories, bro. The memories. Oh, amazing. I love that series. I'm gonna look into that. Thank you, BioT Wolf. I appreciate that, bro. Yo, we got a Leon raid. Shout out to Leon. Vital Idol raid. Words of Paradise. Paradise of Words. Paradise Words of Paradise Words. Shout out to you. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Everybody shout out Leon and the Vital Idol raid. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. Fractal says Fards of Paradise. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Kang with a 5 says, when does a dad know when it's down? When it's you two. Okay, so we're just doing this now. Okay. All right. Makes sense. We got Felsteph with 1 membership. Thank you, Felsteph, for continuing the membership train. And then after that, Felsteph decided to join the Bigot Army all on his own. Shout out to Felsteph. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that, my man. And then we got Twisted Master, the legend, with a 2 says Hypno French Vanilla Coffee Creamer. Guys, anything coffee related is maximum levels of... It doesn't get worse than that. But thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's go over to Rumble, man. What do we got going on over at Rumble? Rumble, you awake? Rumble's got to be awake, bro. They're going crazy over there. Rumble, look at those legends, bro. Shout out to Rumble. What are we doing over there, man? We got almost 100 people watching on Rumble. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on over there? Rumble, we got Draconic gifting 1 membership, continuing the train. Thank you, Draconic. I appreciate that. And then we got Crash Collins gifting a membership over on Rumble as well. Now would be the time to gift memberships. We got a lot of new people in the Rumble chat. I don't know what they're doing over there, but we got a lot of new people in the Rumble chat, boys. It's crazy. Thank you, Draconic and Crash Collins, always holding it down over on Rumble. I appreciate that. We even had King Demon Wing. Look at King Demon Wing, bro. Look at this guy. King Demon Wing just showed up over on Rumble, jumped into the chat, and dropped a 5 membership banger over on Rumble.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to King Demon Wing, man. Spam the King Demon Wing emojis over on Rumble. And on YouTube, too. Because he drops a lot on YouTube also, man. Shout out to King Demon Wing. That's awesome. All right, let's see what else we got, man. What else we got? Let's scroll down. We got Torinol. With a 5 says, face it, YouTube is a joke. Hey, man. Listen, every platform has its perks, and every platform has its problems. And it looks like YouTube is facing their problems right now. DJ Kotick with $1, YouTube is a dad joke of itself. Well, I think you could take the dad out of it, and you'd probably be accurate, most likely. Deadeyes Lock with $1 says, when does a dad joke redeem himself? When he felt his entitled ex-wife in court over child support money? What the
Holy
fuck?
shit.
That got... First off, that's really descriptive. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about it, bro? Are you good? That was really descriptive. Holy shit. I hope you're okay, my man. Deadeyes Lock. What was that? I don't know. That felt personal. Shout out to Deadeyes Lock. Appreciate that. Kang with a 2 says Coke or Dr. Pepper because it won't be Pepsi. It'll always be Pepsi. Leave me alone. Tanya with a 2. Hypno Matcha Tea Creamer for the best VTuber. Guys, anything related to that is... That's just what it is. I don't make the rules. Shizuka Marikawa for 10 months of legendary status. YouTube sent Big Moolah into AI. What can go wrong? Everything. You know what's not down? The site to buy Hypno's instant coffee, now available at Starbucks. If I had coffee, I would never sell it at Starbucks because that is... I'm just saying. All right, boys, listen, we're caught up. We are caught up. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you so much for the insane support today. I appreciate it. And like I said, boys, if we get lucky today, we are trying to get to 565 tier 1s in a row and 257 tier 2s in a row. So thank you guys so much for your continued support every single day. I appreciate that. Let us get into the topics now as we go on our journey down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. And we're going to start off with some fast topics. Hypno Pepsi. I would be more likely to do Pepsi than I would to do coffee. But the truth is that if I'm going to do anything, it's going to be actually gaming related instead of trying to sell you things that aren't gaming related. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's start off with this one, boys. Let's take this off screen and start off with this. I don't know why this shit is lagging like a motherfucker. Why is it lagging? I have no idea. But boys, we got a story for you. So it seems like it's not just YouTube that is down. Apparently, a lot of things are down. Xbox streaming apps are also down. And apparently, cloud saves are being impacted. Things are not looking good for that. And you know, it's not a good thing. Shout out to Felsdev for the membership. I appreciate that, brother. Over on Rumble. Thank you, bro. Thank you. It's not a good thing. Because here's the thing. This is one of the big problems with the idea of like making everything to be cloud service, right? Listen, one thing I will say is that I like the convenience of the cloud save for Steam. Although even Steam has its problems that are sometimes very frustrating. There's been times where I'll play certain video games, and Steam likes to say that this is mostly the fault of the developer, but I don't know if I believe that. Every once in a while playing video games on Steam, everybody knows it has a cloud save, and every once in a while, I'll run into a problem where the cloud save will get corrupted. I'll end up losing all progress, especially if you're switching from PC to Steam Deck. Sometimes that happens, and it's very, very annoying. You know, I was playing Cat Quest a while ago, and I was trying to do Platinum. And I ended up getting about halfway through the game, only for me to lose my entire fucking save file, switching to the Steam Deck. And then going back on PC, it like completely disappeared. It pissed me off to no end. I lost so many hours in the game, but then I still ended up platinuming it anyway. But it's very annoying. You know, one of the downsides of cloud gaming, or just cloud in general, is that if something were to happen to the servers or if something were to happen to the cloud, I mean, all your saves are going to be gone. Everything's going to be fucked, you know? So I like the convenience of cloud, but there is definitely a lot of problems with it. And it looks like we're experiencing that with Xbox. So it says Xbox is currently experiencing a major outage. And I find it interesting that Xbox is experiencing a major outage, and YouTube is also just experiencing a major outage. We just started this stream, and I wasn't able to do an intro because YouTube was acting all funny, right? The homepage for YouTube wasn't even working. So something weird is going on. It's pretty clear that, you know, and it's becoming more commonplace too. All these random attacks on all these big companies, DDoS attacks and whatnot, it started to become a little bit more prevalent. And when they all start to happen around the same time, it gets a little bit sussy-wussy. But anyway, regardless, affecting the streaming apps on consoles. And the cloud saves seem to be effective too. And if you scroll down, it says, if you head over to the Xbox support website right now, you will see that Xbox apps and mobile are facing a major outage, and game saves are completely unavailable. When viewing which apps are impacted, these include the likes of Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, Netflix, HBO, Max, Disney Plus, and other streaming applications. In the issue details, it states that players may have problems launching applications. The problems have been experienced on Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One consoles as well. Regarding the game saves, which is probably the most important part, it appears this service is unavailable, but the outage is supposedly limited. And anytime they say it's limited, I don't believe that. But anyway, I'm just telling you what they said. In the details of this report, it states that players may have problems syncing game saves to the cloud. All the issues have been identified by Xbox support. However, their resolution is still pending. So again, guys, I am almost positive that these situations where these systems just randomly go down, it's never random, ladies and gentlemen, okay? It's never random. I want to be very clear. These systems have been going down quite often lately, and it is never, ever random. There is lately always been somebody behind the reason why the systems go down. And I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we find out that, you know, XYZ person, DDoS, whatever, like, I forgot which group took credit for the last time Amazon servers went down. And the crazy thing is, if Amazon servers go down, right, that takes out effectively 1/3 of the internet. I'm not even kidding. If the Amazon servers go down, which is it's happened before, 1/3 of all the services that you use will go down with it. Amazon servers are one of the most utilized servers in the world that is hosting so much content. So I'm not surprised that that happens. But in any case, that's what's going on with Xbox right now. So if you were experiencing this problem, well, just realize that it is a problem and that they're working on it. Let's X out of this really quick because this fucking legend. I thought this was a repeat, but I thought it was like a repost. But apparently, it is another one. It is a second 10 membership mega banger from some dumb goy.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to some dumb goy with the 10 membership mega bang. That's insane, bro. He has dropped 20 memberships for the night already. That's crazy, dude. Thank you so much, some dumb goy. I appreciate that, my man. Legendary fucking status, bro. Thank you for that. And then we got Flip Shazam with a 2 over on Rumble. It's that goddamn Epstein. Bro, just wait till we get to what Atreus said. Oh my God, it had me crying. It had to be literally fucking crying, bro. I was laughing so hard. It's insane. All right, man. Let's get into the next one. Let's X this out. Guys, we got a little bit of an update with the Steam Deck, okay? We got a little bit of an update with the Steam Deck. I know a lot of you guys were mentioning a couple of streams ago that the Steam Deck is essentially out of stock. And you are correct. It is out of stock. And it looks like it's going to be that way for a little while. And it's all due to the obvious, right? Or at least what they're trying to paint as the obvious. Now, it's up to you whether or not you want to believe this or not. But, you know, everybody's got their own story. So Steam Deck out of stock alerts flare as RAM and storage shortages escalate, okay? So Valve posted a warning on the Steam Deck website advising prospective buyers that the handheld may be intermittently out of stock in regions all around the world due to the ongoing memory and storage shortages. This follows the revelation that the popular handheld has sold out in the United States, a situation exacerbated by those same exact problems. Now, let's scroll down. Keep in mind, guys, they completely ended the line of the LCD Steam Decks. We already know that. They did that last year in December, and they didn't tell anybody, by the way, which was really weird. I wonder why they didn't tell anybody. I guess they kind of just wanted to silently move past it. But they completely stopped production on the LCD model, and they only went to the OLED model. And now it seems like those are out of stock as well because of all these problems. If you venture to the Steam Deck website operated by Valve, you'll be greeted with a message warning you that the Steam Deck OLED model for both the 512 and 1 terabyte variants may be out of stock intermittently in some regions due to the memory and storage shortages. You could see there on the bottom. Pretty terrible. It was a few days back that the handheld sold out in the United States, and now we know why, but nobody's surprised. I want to give a quick shout out to all you guys that were able to get Steam Decks. I know a lot of you last year for around Christmas time ordered your Steam Decks and you were able to get them. Good move, because apparently it's very difficult to get them now. So that kind of sucks. And I'm happy that some of you were able to get that. Like Ali Kusanagi, I believe, was one of them as well. But that kind of sucks. So Valve recently delayed the new sweep of hardware. And again, this is all because of supply lines problems. We talked about this on the other stream. I'll just reiterate it again. The whole new Steam machine and the Steam headset and all that has been completely delayed because of all the problems that are happening with the supply chain issues. So that sucks. And I was really looking forward to the Steam machine. Like I was hoping I would get one like in the summer or something like that. But I think the Steam machine is going to be delayed probably till maybe the end of summer or even towards the end of the year. I don't know. I hope not. Well, we'll see. Old Man Kaz says he got his in November. Very nice. Very nice. How is it my fault, Miss Molly? I just telling people enjoy the machine. Grade Ape with $1 had mandatory class today at work. In middle of PowerPoint presentation, Windows pop up with update 2 options, confirm or wait 5 minutes. No option to delay. Fucking Microsoft. No way, dude. That's terrible. That's terrible. Flip Shazam with a 2. I exacerbated once already today. That is not what that word means. And you need to repent. You need to repent for that. Tifa Lockhart with a $4.99. Can't wait to see Kata to play in Disney's live-action movie of Captain Durag, and Hypno as Captain Vato, and Cassie as the infamous Dr. Coke. Am I missing something? I must be missing something. There must be like a funny video that I missed, or like a troll or something. I'm missing something. I have no idea. But anyway, thank you for the $4.99. In all seriousness, though, this sucks for the Steam Deck potential buyers, and hopefully they fix it soon, man. And hopefully they could get working on the new machines because, well, that's what a lot of people want. Call of Duty. Let's talk about Call of Duty Warzone really quick, and not the Warzone you're thinking about, but Warzone Mobile. Okay, so Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is apparently going to go offline in 2 months, guys. This one is shocking to me. And the reason why it's shocking to me is because I honestly feel like these video games make a ton of money, or at least I thought they did anyway. I would imagine that Call of Duty Warzone had a fair amount of players that where they were making money off of, but I guess not. The truth is that Call of Duty is more of a console game anyway, right? Like, people are going to want to play on PC and console. And, you know, playing on phone is great and everything if you have a little controller to play with, but otherwise it's very annoying. But I'm sure they had a bunch of whales that were spending crazy money on this game. And this is my biggest problem with these mobile games, because they don't usually last, man. What happens to all the whales spent their money on? It's gone. That's it. It's gone. It's adios. And you know what? You guys want to know the truth, though? The truth is that the fucking whales don't care. Right? The whales don't care, bro. They're going to spend thousands of dollars on this game, and they don't give a fuck if the game shuts down. They don't care. As long as they were able to, you know, dunk on people or whatever while they were playing, they don't care. Right? They'll just go to the next game and become a whale in that game and waste all their money on that next game until that game shuts down. That's what they do. It's crazy. But anyway, they announced Call of Duty Warzone mobile service will go offline on April 17th, 2 months from now. The game was officially removed from stores in May of 2025 following several service changes, including an end to delivering new seasonal content and gameplay updates. So they've been planning this for a while now. And it looks like they're finally about to pull through. The final step is underway, and the game will go offline April 17th. In a statement, Activision thanked players for their passion and feedback. They said, "We are deeply grateful to the community that supported Call of Duty Warzone Mobile and to the developers who brought the experience to life. Player passion and feedback continue to shape the future of the Call of Duty franchise, and we look forward to delivering meaningful seasonal content and updates to Call of Duty Mobile," they stated. Wait, what? Call of Duty franchise? Call of Duty Mobile. Okay, I got confused for a second. I'm like, wait a second. I thought you were canceling it. Okay, so they're apparently they're doing Call of Duty Mobile. They're just shutting down Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Man, this guy's a fucking gay, bro. I was looking at this like, wait a second, I'm confused. Okay, so they're keeping Call of Duty Mobile. I guess it's separate. So that's staying, but Warzone is going away. Okay, fair enough. Whatever. I'm sure Call of Duty Mobile probably has all the money anyway. Warzone, I can't imagine many people were wanting to play Warzone on mobile. Like, who the fuck is going to want to play Warzone on mobile? Seriously. I feel like that is literally, you must like pain, because you're playing the worst experience possible for a game that should absolutely be played on consoles or PC. But hey, it is what it is. So RIP to Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, yet another mobile game that is going to die and take all the money of the whales with nothing to give them. That's insane. Imagine the thousands upon thousands of dollars these whales have spent, and they have nothing to show for it. Zero. It's crazy, bro. I got to make a mobile game, dude. I got to make a mobile. Blue Octopussy with a 2. Captain Durag is real from Disney Plus. All right, enough of this shit. Captain Durag. Oh my god, bro. There's no way. Wait, hold on. What? What the fuck, Captain Durag? What? Wait, what? Captain Durag? What the fuck is this? Oh my god, Captain Durag is real. Nah, this is insane, bro. I thought you guys were fucking I thought you were talking about an AI video or something fake, like.
Holy shit.
Yo, my mind is blown right now. What the There's no way. He's even got a D on his chest, bro.
Holy shit.
Yo, this is actual insanity. Does the D really stand for durag, though? Hey, pause, by the way. Having a D on your chest, pause that, okay? Pause that. But, oh my, wait, no, hold on. Disney under fire for a new black superhero, Captain Durag, who cleans trash with a sidekick in Slime City? Yo, what? What the... Guys, I am literally going down the rabbit hole. Wait a second. You guys wait a cotton picking minute. No pun intended. Hold on. We got a comment from the creator. Is this real? Blue, what rabbit hole did you send me down? Camille says, I created the character Durag Man. Oh my god, it really stands for fucking Durag, bro.
Holy shit.
It really stands for Durag Man? Durag Man? Is that the name you really thought of? Durag Man? This is what I mean when we say that some people make their entire personality about whatever their identity is, right? So if they want to make it about being black, they'll do that. If they want to make it about being gay, they'll do that. Like, you seriously made this fucking character called Durag Man and Disney ate it up? Disney was like, this is a great idea. You know why? Because a black person made this character. So they're like, listen, nobody can call us racist because a black person made this. Bro. Oh my God. She says, I created the character Durag Man, now known as Captain Durag on the Disney show. Hey, AJ, and I'm just finding out people are finding it problematic. I just wanted our culture to have a superhero of its own. So you chose Durag Man? You chose Durag Man. Durag Man, bro. That is insanity. That is insanity.
Holy shit.
There's a trailer, apparently. There is a trailer. I'm scared. I am, bro. I am scared. Is there a trailer? Hold on. What the fuck? I can't. It's not coming up on YouTube. Why is it not coming up on YouTube? Hold on. Durag Man trailer. Let me see. Captain Durag trailer. What the? I tried Googling it. I couldn't find it. There is a song as well. Oh, no. Well, the only Captain Durag trailer that I found was this one. Maybe this is accurate. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. This is Captain. Yeah, I think I found it. Hold on. Okay, let's just check this out. You guys ready? So this is Captain. This is Durag Man. The trailer. Let's see. See what we got. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I can't find it. I can't find the trailer. I can't. Obviously, I know that's not the one, boys. Jesus Christ. Durag Man Disney Plus trailer. Let me see. New Blackstreet covered this last night. Why am I not surprised they covered this overly crazy shit? There's some shorts. Hold on, let me see. There's a short. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. Let's check this out. And they released it on Black History Month? Oh, no. No, of course they did. Why? That makes so much sense. That makes so much fucking sense, bro. If they released this show on Black History Month, I'm sick. Hold on.
On Black History Month, Disney Channel has released a new superhero named Captain Durag. Honestly, I have no words. This has left the entire internet in complete shambles and confusion, as no one knows if this is considered racist or not. He's from this Disney Junior show called Hey AJ, and he's just a part of her imagination to help her start cleaning up better. It will honestly depend on the person if you consider this appreciating the culture. To be for real, either way, this shit is kinda hilarious. Bro's Durag being his cape is complete jokes, and I gotta see who was.
Yo, his cape is his do-rag? Come on, bro. That's insane. That's insane. I thought it was a separate piece. I didn't realize it was attached to his do-rag. Oh my God, bro. What are we what are we doing? What are we, bro? What, you know, the world was a mistake. I think God needs to come down and fix his. He needs to fix this whole free will shit. Bro, what the? Nah, bro. These are the people who would get mad at you if you would talk about stereotypes, right? If you would talk about, racial stereotypes, whether it's black people, Spanish people, whatever, they'll be the first ones to get mad at you, but then they're also the first ones to put every stereotype imaginable in whatever content they create. Like you seriously, you really thought that Durag Man was the best name that you could think of for a superhero? I mean, listen, it is what it is, right? I mean, what the
in that writer's room, cuz.
What I don't know. I'm not even gonna bother looking at it, bro. This is wow. That's a rabbit hole you sent me down. I was not aware of that whatsoever. Shout out to you guys. I literally thought that you guys were trolling me with some I don't know, AI video that I haven't seen yet or something. That's what I thought it was. You motherfucker. Wow, bro. Oh my God. What's next? Commander Welfare? Yeah, I guess so. What's the Spanish version going to be? Bean Man for fucking Mexican people? Like, what the fuck? Or if it's a Puerto Rican, what is it going to be? Coquito Man? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Seriously. My God, man. You going to be running around making coquito? Oh, man, dude. What's your powers going to be? Throwing chanclas? Come on, man. This is crazy. Super Spick? Yeah, that's going to be the name. Super Spick, for sure. Senor Spick. It's crazy. Anyway. All right, let's... Yo, that is so funny to me. That is actually legit funny to me. Anyway, let me X that out. Let's talk about Mugenics really quick. So, just so you guys are aware, Mugenics is absolutely getting boycotted. It is not looking good for Mugenics, okay? The modern audience is highly upset over the people who have voice acted inside of Mugenics, and they decided that they are going to boycott the game, and it seems to be very successful. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to report this, guys, but Mugenics just recently passed 1 million copies in just 1 week of being out, so the game is getting felted. It's just losing a lot of money. Modern audience definitely is winning this one for sure. They, it's just not looking good. No, in all seriousness, though, Mugenics has passed 1 million copies sold in just 1 week, which is crazy for for an indie game like this. And this is going to be one of the bigger success stories of 2026. I would not be surprised if Mugenics ends up in some game award show somewhere, somehow, for an indie recommended award, considering just how well it's doing right now. But it started the year off strong in the name of indie games, and that's a great thing to see. So I just wanted to celebrate that. I haven't looked at their concurrent numbers recently. I guess we could take a look really fast if you want to take a look. So right now, guys, this is what I'm talking about, okay? This is what I'm talking. Look at this really quick. So this is what I mean by this doesn't mean fucking anything if this doesn't stay consistent, right? This game must be so fun for people that they are choosing to actively keep playing it for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. The concurrent number for the last few days has consistently been above 80 some odd thousand, and it refuses to drop. The all-time concurrent number keeps going higher because this number doesn't drop very often. So people just keep playing the game. Retention is one of the most important things when we're talking about video games, right? You can have a video game that starts off really strong, and it can have a really high concurrent player count. But then when people play the game and they find out it's either trash or boring or whatever, or word of mouth starts to spread that the chuds were right about the game, then all of a sudden this number starts dropping strong. And then after this number drops, and this number starts dropping strong. I'm not going to point any fingers, but we just recently saw a video game do exactly that. We saw a video game hit almost 100,000 concurrent players. Granted, it was free to play. And then within a couple of hours, it was dropping down to 30,000. And then after that, it was dropping down to 15,000 and then 10,000. And now, well, it's dead. But we're going to talk about that later anyway. So, and also the ability to obviously, it all depends on the gameplay loop, right? So this is a roguelike game, so it's going to have a lot of replayability. And I think considering the comedy in it and whatnot, that's really going to factor into people consistently playing it over and over and over again. So that's great. I'm happy for Mugenics. And like I said, man, modern audience is getting felted. Their boycott is not working. Their actual boycott, not what they say are boycotts. Whenever they like to say a video game was boycotted by a side that never boycotted it, we're talking about an actual call to boycott, where the modern audience specifically stated multiple times, multiple places on Twitter, to boycott this game because of the involvement of XYZ voice actor. Yeah, those boycotts, they never work. They literally almost never work. I don't remember the last time it worked. But in any case, good job to Mugenics. Good job. They have no power. Exactly. No power here. That's awesome. 115,000. I wonder if it's going to go up again. I mean, as we get closer to the weekend, I think this weekend we might see a bump. We might actually see it pass 115,000, which would be insane. But it keeps going up every single day. So word of mouth is definitely spreading about that game. All right, let me X that out. Mugenics. Let's talk about okay. All right. Yeah. So let's talk about this new game. Okay, so this is what the poll was about. And I apologize to the people who were in the poll and were traumatized by the poll because they had no idea what the fuck I was asking. I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry. So there is a newly announced action video game, by the way. Okay, this makes it even funnier. It's an action video game, and the game is called Become. And the name starts to be even funnier once you realize what the game is about. Okay? But the newly announced action game called Become, and it lets you play as a sentient sperm trying to reach the egg. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Learn, adapt, and grow stronger as you explore the fascinating but dangerous microcosm of the human reproductive system. Guys, you know what I just realized? Guys, so this game, listen, they always talk about representation, right? They always talk about how representation is important and how everybody needs to see themselves in this, like in video games, right? Guys, this game is about us. We are being represented, ladies and gentlemen. This is our representation. This is ours, okay? Because every single one of you legends in the chat won at life. Every single one of you legends should be represented in the chat right now. This is our game, okay? This is our game because every single one of us made this journey and we were successful, boys. We did it. We did it, boys. Representation. We are we are represented in this game. We are represented in this game. Look at this. Some of us, look, glasses. Representation's really important, man. It's really this is unbelievable. And you know what's the sad thing too, guys? The sad thing is that this game will probably unironically be a good game. I'm not even kidding. It will probably unironically be a fun game, as crazy as it sounds. Usually concepts like this end up being really good games. It's fucking crazy, bro. Anyway, Become is a game about playing a sperm on a quest to reach the egg, racing alongside millions of others through the human reproductive system. You'll need to dodge acidic bats and antibody attacks and gather sugars and proteins to evolve your sperm stats and abilities, which I believe is all completely scientifically accurate. Yes, including the little pair of glasses. The action almost seems to mostly consist of, as you would expect, swimming through 3D levels with perhaps a bit of platforming. One sequence shows a sperm bouncing off a big nodule to reach another area. It all looks pretty silly and lightweight. The Steam page describes it as a 2 to 3 hour linear experience. As far as I can tell, developer Valentin Witt's most major credits are working on Crime Boss Rockay City and Mafia 3. Bro, how do you go from Mafia 3 to Sperm the game? What? Bro, what? How do you go from Mafia 3 to Sperm the game? I just don't get it. I don't get the correlation here. But anyway, so he says, not sure there's any great pedigree here, but a one-shot gag can still be a good time. And I have to admit that the footage actually looks really good in motion. He's found apparently a striking aesthetic. All right, so let's see. I mean, this does look kind of cool, but I want to see if I could pull up the trailer without lagging, because I don't know why it's lagging. I need to see myself represented in a video game. I need to see it. So we're going to see if we can check out the trailer and see what's going on here. Let me X this out and hope that there's no lag. Let's see. This is the trailer.
It all starts here. One among millions.
Bro, that looks amazing.
Tiny. Determined. And ridiculously optimistic. They dream of purpose. But it will not be easy.
Bro, what? What the fuck, dude? Yo. It's got the Mexican hat. That's me. That's me. It's got the hat. I'm lagging, but it's got the hat. Look. It's got the hat. We're making it, boys. We're making it. We're going to make it today. That's amazing. There's a reason why the internet stopped on this one. That's crazy. Look at that. Oh, my God. Why is there a light in there? Because it's the light of life. I don't know why it's not working, but regardless, it is what it is. We saw enough, boys. I think we saw enough. This game is insane. Legit. It's insane. And you know what? I'm excited, boys. We're all going to go on the journey of life. If I could stream this game, I will. I'm not even kidding. I will stream this game and ensure that we all feel represented. I'm going to do it. Yeah, you must feel so represented. I do. It's amazing. We're going to make it happen. We're going to figure out how to make it happen, boys. Is this more internet breaking than Kim? Maybe, but I don't know. YouTube is fucking up. We're going to make it happen one way or another. That's an amazing game. I love the idea. Let's catch up on supers really quick, and then we're going to get into the two main topics of the evening. We got, let's see. Blue says for a 2. I think some NFL guy is part of production, by the way. I would not be surprised at all. Demon Carol with a 2. We found a role made for Kata. I feel like it was a role made from Kata, not for Kata. Adair Soto with a 5. You know what's funny? We make Stereotype, but Disney's making Stereotype and the liberals won't get mad because of it. Wow. Well, see, that's the thing. If it was a... Okay, let's be 100% honest about all of this, okay? Can we be honest? We can be honest, right? Let's be honest. If Captain Durag was made specifically only by a white person, will Disney have put that show on their platform? Will they? Would Disney have put that show on their platform if it was made by a white dude? Absolutely not, right? Absolutely not. They would not have put it at, nope, there is no maybe. Unless it was a South African white dude, then maybe. But otherwise, if it was made by a white dude, hell no. Captain Durag would not have been put up. But the reason why they put it up on the platform is because it was made by a black person, so they have that racial shield. They can say it's not racism. This was made by XYZ person, and she's just showcasing her culture. Boom, easy. Easy mode, right? So this is why they do that. This is why they make sure that they focus on who made it and make sure that all the boxes align before they do anything with it. That's just how it goes. We got Kang with a 2, says Captain Child Support and his sidekick Lawnmower Boy. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Mega Flare with a 10 says, yo, the Dead or Alive devs went to Reddit for feedback for the new games. But the mods are deleting comments on the thread that are asking for no censorship. Are you going to cover this at some point? I would be very interested. I haven't heard of that yet. Let me write that down. If I find something, I'll definitely talk about it. Hold on. Dead or Alive Reddit deletion. I'm not going to do that today, but I'll definitely look it up after the stream and see if I find anything worth note. Shout out to Mega Flare. Thank you for the heads up, bro. I appreciate that, dude. That's interesting. Vet Gamer with a 5 says we should not troll you, Hypno. I promise. LOL, not really. Dude, I honestly, I really thought you guys were fucking with me. I really did. I thought you guys were fucking with me. Let's see. We got some dumb. Again, I thought this was a copy and paste. It's not. Some dumb goy did it again. 10 memberships from some dumb goy. That's 30 for the stream so far. Another 10 membership mega banger. Let's go.
Fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to some dumb goy, man. Killing it tonight, dude. Holy shit. Every time I see it pop up, I always think it's YouTube glitching out and showing a repeat, when in all actuality, it's another one, man. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. It's very helpful. Thank you so much, some dumb goy. We got Vet Gamer with it, too. We all start off as white, just saying. I don't know about you, man. I know there's some babies that are black as hell. I don't know, man. But no, I know what you mean from the sperm starting out as white. I know. Shizuka with a 489. So, are the tracks inside a female? No trans men racetrack? Damn, so the two genders debate is over. The two genders debate never started, bro. It's only people who wish that it started. And then they shared their chaos on the internet. Hypno will be my new dad? No, I would not. No, I would not. I appreciate the offer, though. Thank you. Let's check Rumble really quick. Rumble, what do we got, man? What's Rumble doing? Rumble, you alive? Mervoth with $1 says, got a new BS idea for SNH yet? Need to prepare my donos properly. We're talking about it. We do have some ideas. We definitely have some interesting ideas. We have too many ideas. That's the problem. So we're talking about it to try to see what we might do. We were thinking about like Bruce Lee versus Jackie Chan. We were thinking about a lot of things. So we'll see. Once we figure it out and we get closer to Saturday, I'll announce what the next battle is going to be. But obviously, it's going to be epic, just like every battle is so far. The last two battles have been unbelievably epic. Mervoth with $1 says, Captain Durag is something Ryan would make. Exactly. And if Ryan made it, they would have never accepted it. They would have called him racist. Flip Shazam with a 2. Is his nemesis a baby mama and his weakness raising children? Damn. I didn't say that. You did. I appreciate that, bro. And then we got Deadeye's Lock with $1. Get ready to look for Who's Talking the Game, where it goes up and down and around for the goal. I would not be surprised, bro. Seriously. Okay, we are fully caught up. Thank you guys so much for the insane support. Let's get to the next topic. We're moving along, boys. Moving along. Making good time today. It's going to leave us a lot of time for Highguard, which we're going to need it. We're going to need it because it's crazy. All right, really fast. I want to talk about Crimson Desert, okay? So the reason why this is a little bit disappointing for me is because Crimson Desert has been hailing itself as like, I don't know, this next like massive world action RPG kind of video game where you could do anything, be anything. You know what I mean? Like it's been hyping itself as like all these mini games, all these explorative things, all this shit that you can do in the game. But apparently, I found out today that the one thing you cannot do is you can't be an evil person, which is kind of disappointing. So I saw this article today as I was just looking around on the internet, and it says, I'm sorry to break it to you, but don't expect to be able to play an evil pest in Crimson Desert. Would I recommend a full playthrough in that playstyle? I don't know. apparently you're not going to be able to play as a super evil character if you choose to. Now, I don't know what the extent of this is. I don't know if you could play a slight evil character, or I don't know if you can't play an evil character, period. But that's a little bit disappointing. I'm not going to lie to you, man. So I kind of wanted to read this and see what is going on, to see if this is clickbait from the journalists, right? Because I feel like part of it might be. And I don't want to be clickbaited by them. So I want to just read through this and see what's going on. So with that in mind, a recent interview by Dropped Frames podcast with the director of marketing, Will Powers, the developers are clearing the air and setting expectations, and one of them is an RPG staple, which is evil playthroughs. In response to Code Carnage asking how evil you can be and whether you could do an evil run, Powers explains that the choices aren't that grand, but it does give you the ability to have those decisions impact and have it be a choice you want to make. He then goes on to say, would I recommend a full playthrough in that playstyle? I don't know. For all you monsters who can be cruel to an NPC, you're straight out of luck. Again, this circles back to Crimson Desert not really being an RPG. Instead, you're the good guys, and that's fairly set in stone from a narrative perspective. That doesn't mean you can't be a nuisance, though. If you watch the third and final features overview video for the game, you'll already know that Crimson Desert has a crime and a wanted system, which, that's the thing. It was confusing me because there is a crime and wanted system that we already knew about. But I guess what it is that you could be a nuisance, but you can't be evil. So the choices are more from a narratively good guy perspective. Like, you can make different choices, but ultimately you're still going to be, I guess, a good guy from a narrative overall like story arc perspective. It's a little confusing. I'm not going to lie to you. I hope that it's not as restrictive as they're making it sound, because I do want like to be able to play you guys know I like having the option to be able to play either good guy, bad guy, or whatever. Illegal actions like theft will lower your trust and put the law on your back, which can ultimately lead to a bounty. Being wanted can make travel more difficult, resulting in fines or even jail time. Power expands on this by saying that you can make those evil decisions. You could actually be rewarded for those playstyles, such as additional attack level based on your negative notoriety. This results in strategies where, as Power describes, you might want to intentionally raise your notoriety to gain a spike in power to challenge a tough boss. Ultimately, Power says, I think it's less of something like a singular playthrough, like Good, Bad, or Han Solo. It's like, how do you want to craft your playstyle for that individual moment? I don't know. Now it seems like you can be an evil playthrough, but it is not recommended because you're going to get felted. I don't know. This all seems to be kind of like all over the place. I just wish there was a straightforward answer. I hate when they talk in these vague terms. Like, just tell me, bro. Can you be evil or can you not? You know what I mean? Like, just give me a straightforward answer. I think you probably can, or at least partially be evil. But it looks like it's going to make your life a living hell in most scenarios, which is why he's saying I can't imagine somebody wanted to play the game like that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't play the game like that. You know? It's going to have to be a wait and see scenario. I guess when we review the game, we'll find out. But I saw this and I was a little disappointed initially, but now that I read his actual words, it seems like you can do it. It's just not recommended. So I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. This game is promising so much. I'm still on the fence about it. Obviously, I'm going to review it and try it out for you guys, but I'm still, as a consumer, on the fence about it, because when a game promises the world, when it promises literally everything, I just get highly sus about it. So we'll see. We'll see. So there's that. All right, let's talk about, where is it at? Let's talk about, let's see. Yeah, we got Highguard next. Okay. All right, we're gonna talk about Highguard. Let me make sure all the supers are caught up. Let me check Rumble and everything first before I begin, because once I begin, I'm not stopping. Let me see. We are all caught up. All right, boys. It is time. No, we're not. I lied. UF Omega with a 2. Captain Durag versus Whitewash Jones. Both are real. Sounds terrible. Awful, even. Okay. Are we ready for this? We going to talk about Highguard? Guys, stick around for this one. This is going to be a long topic. It's going to be a long topic because... So we got a couple of things. Let me give you some context before we begin. Okay. Number one, there is some legitimate, real rumors about the secret funders of Highguard. Everybody's been asking, who is funding this? Who is funding this supposed indie studio? Who is funding this indie project? Well, come to find out that that funding may actually not be from an indie source at all. That funding actually just might be from the Chinese. Oh, man, it's so good. We're going to talk about it. We're also going to cover Highguard's website is currently down. It's down, boys. It's down. And the Discord is freaking the fuck out. They're freaking out because apparently, I guess they're all realizing that it's over. It is Joe over for this game. Like, things are just not looking good. The game is going to get shut down. It is just panic has set in, boys. So we're going to go over that and check that out. I might actually check out the Steam forums while I'm here just to see what the discussions are like right now. Because I'm sure they're very healthy, right? I'm sure all the discussions for Highguard are extremely healthy, as they have been for the last, 2 weeks now? So we'll see what's going on with that. We're also going to cover some posts all over social media from oh no, it's Alex. We got Jay Viper. We got Tebow. We got all kinds of shit, boys. It's going to be insane. So let's get into it. Let's start off. We got the Steam numbers too, which aren't looking very good. It's not looking very good at all. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway. All right, let's get into the content and let's begin. The feltoning is upon us, boys. Concord 2.0. I got to be real with you. Concord lost 400 million some odd dollars, but if this game was really backed by the Chinese, we might have an even bigger flop on our hands. I'm not even kidding. We might have an even bigger flop. So we'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the ultimate story regarding Highguard. You guys are going to want to strap in for this one and go nowhere for this video because I have a crazy story for you. So one of the things that people have been questioning is whether or not Highguard was funded by anybody, right? Who is funding this game? This supposed indie studio? Who is funding this supposed indie video game, right? They've been touting the word indie for the longest time, ever since the game was revealed, and they still, even now, have been touting this thing as being true. Well, apparently, according to recent rumors and reports, and take this with a grain of salt until it's officially confirmed, but according to reports, Highguard, the supposed indie developer, an indie studio, an indie video game, was actually being developed and funded by none other than Tencent, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Highguard was supposedly, reportedly funded by the Chinese. That is insane, boys. I honestly, I would have rather believed that it was Jeff Keighley, to be honest with you. But apparently, it is being funded by Tencent. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover multiple parts of this story because we also have the Highguard Discord server losing their mind right now over the website being down. Highguard's website is actually down right now, and people are thinking the game is done. It is over, boys, for Highguard. But regardless, let's talk about it. So it says, as Highguard struggles to continue amid collapsing player counts, which we're going to go over the player counts in this video, by the way, and the layoffs over at developer Wildlight Entertainment, a new report has shed light on who was funding the game all these years. According to Stephen Totillo of GameFile, Chinese conglomerate Tencent was the lead financial backer of the studio. Specifically, it said that TMI Studio Group is the main studio that is backing the game. Up until now, the funders behind the game have been kept quiet. In past interviews, the studio has declined to comment on who was investing in the studio. And the fact that they were choosing to be quiet about it tells me that this is probably true. Because with a name like Tencent comes a lot of drama, right? Especially with people who they were trying to virtue signal this game to. Because you'll have people that play this game and they'll be like, oh, you're playing that Chinese slop, right? They'll be talking immense amounts of crap about Tencent funded or Tencent made video games, and then come to find out that the entire time they were being flown out, wined and dined, and given free Steam codes for their game. Well, the game's free anyway, but you get my point. The entire time this has been happening, they were in all actuality technically playing Chinese slop as well, which is hilarious. So welcome home, boys. For all the people who thought you were playing the next great thing, it was just Chinese slop, just like every other video game that you've called Chinese slop because you wanted to hate on the game. But anyway, let's continue. So Totilo adds that neither Tencent nor Wildlight provided a comment on the matter, but by the time of publication, Insider Gaming has also reached out for comment, but has not received a response. You're not going to. You're most likely not going to receive a response whatsoever. So now that we know that Tencent has supposedly been the main investor in this game, and guys, keep in mind, main investor can mean a lot, right? Main investor could be 95%. Main investor could be 60%. Main investor could be 25%, as in 25%, and everybody else is under 25%. Main investor just means they're the number one investor in the game. It doesn't mean they fully funded the game, but I gotta imagine, considering this game was unknown to many people and Tencent's involved, you already know Tencent's gonna want to take a major cut of anything that is, potentially deemed a live service mega hit, right? So now I want to go over the fact that their website is actually down. If you guys are unaware, Highguard's website has gone down as of the time of filming this video. The website is completely gone. And this is now starting to cause chaos and controversy inside of the Discord over for Highguard, which we're going to go over the screenshots in a minute, so stick around on this video. But the Highguard website is experiencing issues and is currently unavailable. Wildlight Entertainment's latest shooter, Highguard, has not been experiencing the smoothest launch, with player accounts dwindling as the days go by. At the time of writing, if you head over to the Highguard website, you will see that the site is down and has been for some time. The error pop-up states site unavailable. This site is currently unavailable. Please contact support for assistance. No other information was revealed, and the developers have not provided any clarity yet. Well, here's the thing. There's barely any developers to provide clarity. You know what I mean? Like, most people are gone from this company. They admitted that they fired a vast majority of their developers, and chances are when they said they were keeping some developers to work on the game, they probably meant they were keeping some developers on in order to sunset the game, because that seems like what's going on here. So naturally, with the website going down, this has caused an immense amount of controversy. People are starting to panic big time over at Discord for Highguard, and Tebow over at Minimum Effort Live has actually got some screenshots for us to check out, and boys, is it crazy. Tebow says, holy hell, the amount of coping on the Highguard Discord is off the charts. Guys, look at some of these comments. You got somebody called T-Hawk saying, you know what's funny and sad? Is that Highguard has more content on its road. Sword says, it's the better game. Pujin says, there's more people here than in the game right now. Oh my God, dude. He's trying to say that there's more people in the Highguard Discord than there is playing the game right now. How are you going to say that and not want people to lose their mind? Oh my God. Scarlett says, if we all go to the store and buy a microtransaction, we can save Highguard. You're coping, my guy. You are coping. You're just going to be wasting your money. If you genuinely think that if, let's say 1,000 people went to the store and bought something from the store, that's going to save the game, it's not going to save the game, my guy. Like, you need to give it up. This person, Obvious, says, what if the site has been intentionally taken down so they can retool it for a grand relaunch? Oh, that's the next cope. So now apparently Highguard is not losing. Highguard is not being destroyed. Highguard is actually working on a relaunch. They're going to try a second time, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's going to happen. They're going to pull another something that Concord could never do, basically. They're going to pull a Splitgate. That's what they're going to do. Pujin says, don't say that. After somebody said, Concordo. This person says, yo, anyone looking to boost trophies right now? We have one open space. This person says, with what development team? Oh my God, dude. So let's continue. So if you scroll down here, this was his original post showing some more screenshots. This person says, actually, I think it was the opposite. I think because of the way it was marketed is what set it up for failure. Making your game the one last thing announcement and pitching it from people that made Titanfall really didn't help it. Plus, it is a wholly oversaturated market. I'm glad somebody has a brain over there, but apparently not many of them. Agent Solid says, yeah, it's been down for like 7 to 8 hours. Coffee Language says, this definitely accelerated the game's downfall, but it would never been the next Overwatch or Fortnite. Gabe says they wanted to shadow drop it, but Jeff Keighley stepped in and said and convinced them not to. But all they had was that single trailer, nothing more. And then LX says, well, yes, but the lack of marketing is what made the moment crazy. Nobody heard about it up until that point, and what they did see was a hero shooter in an oversaturated market. This person says, please ping me if the website comes back online. Will probably take a few days. Cringe and Fair Games. Oh my God. Coffee Language says the newest Concord. Next will be Marathon, and then Fair Games. I agree with that. Big Knucklehead says, I think today is the death of Highguard. Looking at SteamDB, only 1,000 players. People are indeed leaving the game. Why would it take the game getting to 1,000 players for you to realize that people are leaving the game? The game had hundreds of thousands of people try out the game. It hit an all-time concurrent of almost 100,000 players, and within a couple of hours, it was down, it's like 60 to 70%. Within a day, it was down 90%. Why would it take that for you to figure out that people are leaving the game? Mods do literally anything, please. So you have somebody begging mods to delete all the shit talking that's happening in the server right now. But guess what? The mods are gone. The mods are nowhere to be found, boys. The mods are MIA. Then this person says, it sucks. The game's actually fun and enjoyable, but Jeff killed any momentum this game would have had. That's not true. Jeff gave this game any momentum that it would have had. Without Jeff, you would have never hit 100,000 concurrent players. Without Jeff, this game would have been a 5,000 concurrent player maximum, and it would have died within a couple of days. And then Agent Solace basically begs the Discord server and says, are there any mods in this server? Please save us. Save us. No, the mods got fired, bro. The mods got fired with all the other developers that also got fired. Now, let's look at the Highguard numbers. I think this is really going to drive this point home. So if you look at Highguard, this is where we're at right now. People are starting to figure out that this is just not working. We are free falling to death, boys. That's what's happening. The 24-hour peak is 1,522 players. The current players playing right now at the time of this video is 1,283. Again, this game has had probably over 1 million downloads. So over 1 have tried this game, and they're left with a concurrent player count of about 1,500 people, which means that this number probably equates to about 10,000 people, give or take, out of those 1 million downloads that they initially had. There's almost nobody watching this game on Twitch whatsoever. You're at 572 people watching it within a 24-hour peak. You have 346 people watching it right now. You have 1,820 in the top sellers list. This game is cooked, boys. This game is dead. Now, here's another thing that I kind of want to showcase. I found this hilarious tweet that I want you guys to always remember, okay? Because it's very important when it comes to anything that is showcased by Jeff Keighley. So you have a post here by Kelsky over on X, and it says, so then all that stuff Jeff Keighley talked about for Highguard's announcement, which was the power of indie studios and self-publishing, you know, the supposed little guys pushing the industry forward, yada, yada. All of that is bullshit because the game is funded by Tencent, which is not a little guy. It's not an indie studio. It's not any of that. But I got one even better. Oh no, it's Alex came in with a glorious reminder where he said, never forget. And I want you guys to never forget this. Do you guys remember this part of the Game Awards where they tried to convince you that this man was some random little YouTuber who was trying to help people find jobs in the gaming industry, and he was doing God's work? He was the holy man of the industry, the little guy, the YouTuber, the creator, all that. Guys, Jeff Keighley's The Game Awards honored Amir Satvat as a folk hero for laid-off developers. But in reality, he was just a Tencent executive who runs a glorified unemployment list. Now, this is all making sense to me. I want you guys to think about something. This man was a Tencent executive that was snuck into the Game Awards under the guise of some little guy who was just a YouTuber trying to help the gaming industry. Now you have Jeff Keighley pushing a supposed indie developed video game that is just from a small studio trying to put together the next live service hit video game, and it was funded by Tencent. So you have a Tencent executive sneaking into the Game Awards, and you have a Tencent-funded video game being passed off as an indie game. What is it going to take before we start questioning whether or not Jeff Keighley is actually bought and paid for by Tencent? When do we start to question that? When do we start to realize, oh, wow, there's some interesting things going on at the Game Awards that happen to really be funded or at least followed by Tencent. This is some interesting stuff. I'm just going to leave it at that. You guys can come up with your own ideas. I would love to hear it in the comments down below on this video. But yeah, just think about that for a second. In any case, we got a post here from Jay Viper, and we're going to finish this one. It's pretty funny. So Jay Viper says, wow, so surprising that this shill loves Marathon. I have no idea who this is, by the way. Why am I not shocked? He was flown out to try Highguard. Loved it. Told his audience how great it was, and then never touched it again. These are the exact people you need to stop listening to. You're embarrassing, bro. So he ends up posting a video of this guy basically pushing Highguard, and he was obviously flown out. Blue Thunder. I have no idea who this is. Spent a few hours with Highguard earlier this week, thought soon, and then he ended up saying this.
With Highguard, and I figured I'd walk you all through exactly how a match of Highguard works, and boom, there we go. Victory, baby. Highguard in the comments. So I've been having a blast with
Man, you can clearly see that he's not that interested. He's like, boom, baby. Yeah, I'm having so much fun. Anyway, so the reason why he's quote tweeting this guy is because just a couple of days ago, this guy was pushing Highguard as the greatest thing ever. But apparently he's completely left Highguard and now he's moved over to Marathon. He's like, wait, this is the game that you all constantly complain about looking bad? He has completely dropped Highguard and now he's shilling for fucking Marathon. Bro, oh my God, you cannot make this up even if you tried. It's absolutely insane. This is just proof that people will tell you to go buy the game, play the game, whatever, and then they would just run off to the next greatest thing that's going to give them the bag that they're looking for, or that's going to give them the swag that they're looking for. It's just another industry person. Again, I don't hate the guy. I have no idea who that is. I apologize for not knowing who that is, but it's pretty clear based off the actions that that is what's going on here. We also have a video from Atreus that I want to showcase, and I will end the video with this. This is hilarious. You guys have to see this. So Atreus ended up putting out this video over on X, and basically he came up with a term that I think is one of the greatest terms I've ever heard. And he's essentially saying that every content creator who told you that this game was amazing should have their names booked in something that's going to be now dubbed the Shilstein list. Not the Epstein list, the Shilstein list, ladies and gentlemen. The Shilstein list is amazing, and I have to agree. I think we need a Shilstein list. We need one. Anyway, let's see what Atreus has to say.
That's it. It's over. Highguard is done. We told y'all it was going to be dead on arrival, and look at it. The site is already down, and the producer of the game has already quit Twitter. It's over. With that in mind, though, I have an idea. Okay, I have a striking idea that we should employ. Every single content creator that went to that event, they got flued out, free drinks, free food, free hotels, all of that. We need all of their names, and they all need to be added to the Shilstein list. That's right. That's what I said. They all need to be added to the Shilstein list.
That's the greatest name.
Because how is it that us, the average gamers, that don't get flued out nowhere, that don't get paid to do nothing, we knew this was dead on arrival from the moment we saw it, but these niggas couldn't. These niggas are the ones that are tasked with informing you on whether or not you should spend your money and time. Your time is more important than your money. I don't care that the game was free to play. That's their job, and they failed to do it. They shouldn't be allowed to have a platform no more. Gather up all their names, get them on the Shilstein list, and every time they post something, they say something, they get downvoted into oblivion. Nobody want to hear shit from you no more, man. You're a shield.
I mean, to be fair, nobody's been wanting to hear from these people for a while, except for the industry that keeps believing that they have some sort of reach. That's really what it is. A lot of these people that get the free stuff or get the free swag or whatever, they actually get it based off of fake followers on Twitter. You realize that a lot of them are at 25,000, 30,000, 40,000, 80,000 followers on Twitter, but their posts get 2 likes, 1 like, 0 likes. Some of them that are really egregious get 0 likes, bro. It's insane. Now, he ended up retweeting Wario64 that was talking about the website. But here's the funny thing about all this. You got people using Grok to make up a list, and Grok actually ended up calling out some of the people that publicly shilled for Highguard. This guy Absurd says, Grok, give us a list of the content creators who were flown out to LA to promote Highguard pre-release. Grok says, based on public X posts and reports, content creators who stated they were flown out to LA for Highguard's pre-releasing event include Khalif Adams, aka Booty Adams, Tifa Jesse, and Drum Bum. Jeff Keighley attended, but as a promoter, Dr. Disrespect's claim was denied by devs. Specific lists are limited in sources. That's crazy that even Grok is like, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to make the shill scene list, and that's what it's going to be. It's honestly a beautiful thing. So in any case, boys, this entire story with Highguard is insane. It proves that this game is genuinely, I think the game is genuinely going to shut down within a couple of days. People are basically bracing for it. If you go over to the Steam forums really fast, let's just check it out. Everybody loves seeing a new game keep dying, ? What killed Highguard? Turns out that allegedly Steven Totila was fired from, what is that? And now he's pushing a new agenda, trying to falsely blame Tencent as for the reason of the game's existence. That sounds like cope. LOL, they took down the website. Turns out, allegedly, Tencent was the primary financial backer. Guys, the Steam forums are going crazy. The Discord is going crazy. All of this is going crazy. I got to tell you, I think this game will be dead in a couple of months, at best. At best. I don't see how this game is going to survive with 1,000 concurrent players on Steam. I just don't. Because I don't believe that they have millions of players on other consoles. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see the proof. I just don't think that that's happening. This game will be dead within a month or two. And if not, then I would love to know why or who is keeping it alive, because it definitely isn't players. And it definitely isn't, whales or anybody like that. So we'll see what ends up happening with Highguard, but that's basically it, man. Comment down below so there's your view counts and everything. And let me know what you think about the situation, because I think that this is insanity. And we're only going to find out more as time goes on. So we'll see. Oh, yeah, Game Pass. I forgot about Game Pass. Yeah, the game is magically doing amazing on Game Pass. It's amazing. It's amazing. Let's catch up on Supers, man. We got UF Omega with a 2. Captain Durag. I already read this one. Speedy Cake with a 10. I'm an hour behind and watching at 1.75 speed. But while I have the chance, I wanted to mention the second Steam trailer from Eugenics has Meat Canyon in it as well as the veterinarian, if I remember right. Oh, shit. I'm not surprised. I'm definitely not surprised. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate that, brother. We got Rumble. What's going on Rumble? Let's see. We got DJ Conic gifting a membership over on Rumble. Thank you so much, DJ Conic. I appreciate that, bro. Mervoth with $1. How long till Jeff sells the VGA to Tencent for a huge sum of money? Reputation getting worse per year, and now 2 times he spilled for this group. Well, see, that's the weird thing. I'm telling you, man, there is something weird going on between Jeff Keighley and Tencent. It just is, because this is now the second time. I think there's probably more, but this is the second that I know of that there is some Tencent tie to the Game Awards, and it's always a misrepresentation. Like, Tencent is trying to plant certain people at the Game Awards to make it seem as if it's like a small indie success story, when really it's being financially backed by a massive company like Tencent. So what the fuck is going on, Jeff? Are you getting paid in Chinese food, or what's going on here? Something weird is going on with that. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that. All right, boys, listen, we are fully caught up, man. We made some great time today. Wasn't SBI involved with Highguard? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Was SBI involved with Highguard? I don't think so. I know they outsourced. From what I understand, they outsourced their character designs, most of them anyway. They outsourced their character designs to other studios, and that ended up, being the reason why some of these characters are, a little questionable. Although, to be honest with you, even if they didn't outsource it, I feel like it still would have been questionable anyway. So, there's that. You get nothing but sketchy vibes from Keighley. Yeah, it is. I'm telling you, dude, it's something weird with the Tencent thing. I didn't really put that 2 and 2 together until doing the video, but it's very sketch. Adair Soto, look at this fucking legend dropping a $20 banger. Here we go! It's the way of life! He says, lady, gentlemen, looks like I'm gonna win money for betting that this game is gonna die. One of my coworkers says, no, this game's gonna live. And I put a bet on it for $500. Easy money for me. That was right. Why would anybody bet against the death of Highguard when it's so obvious that it's not going to end well? Like, why would you do that? You're literally throwing money away. You gotta be stupid. What the fuck is wrong? Like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. I have no idea. But hey, congratulations to Dare Soto on the easy money, bro. Shout out to you, man. That's awesome. Easy money. Look at this, bro. Jesus Christ. Another 10 membership mega banger from the legend Some Dumb Goy. Bro, that's 40 memberships for the stream. Holy shit.
It's the way of life. Let's fucking go. It's a membership banger.
Hey, shout out to Some Dumb Goy, bro. That's crazy, man. That's legit crazy, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's a lot of memberships today. Holy shit. That's 10 away from a 50 membership ultra mega hyper banger. That's crazy. Thank you so much, Some Dumb Goy. I appreciate that. Chat appreciates it too, I'm sure. Hey, if you want a membership from Some Dumb Goy today, make sure you say thank you. Don't be gay. Don't be gay. Somebody in the chat asked about Reloaded. What about it? Should I check it? Let me check it. We got a minute. Let's check. Oh, wow. Wow. Modern audience, boys. That's powerful. That's definitely powerful for sure. Yep. That's strong. 18 people playing right now. 26 people, 24 hours. Hey, dedication. This is dedication right here. How many sales? Anywhere between 1,000 to 6,000 sales. I'm probably going to go with 1,000. I'm probably going to go with that. Adair Soto with a 5 says he has a pride. That's why I'm telling him don't do it, but I didn't want to listen, and that's how the story ends. Hey, easy money. He better pay up. Now, the sad thing is that most of the people that played this game were probably content creators or YouTubers, streamers, Twitch streamers, whatever. And that's the sad thing. Most of these players were people that were utilizing Reloaded for content in some way, shape, or form. Not many of these people were actually... look at that. Nobody's watching Reloaded right now. It went from 45,000 people watching 7 days ago to 0 in 7 days. Oh, my God. That is legit insanity. I'm not even kidding, boys. Legit insanity. What the fuck? Whoa. Wait a second. Holy shit. You wait a cotton picking minute. I saw the chat getting spammed. I'm like, why is the chat being spammed? And then before you know it, oh my God. Zevin Cross just dropped a 50 membership ultra mega ultimate hyper banger. Him combined with the legend Some Dumb Goy, bro. That is 90 memberships from them. Oh my God. Wow.
Let's fucking go. It's a membership banger.
Bro, these guys are insane. These guys are insane. The chat is being spammed right now with memberships. If you win a membership, make sure to say thank you. Holy shit. Guys, wow. Zevin Cross and Some Dumb Goy crashed the stream. A little bit. I mean, let's be fair. We were talking about Reloaded. Who fucking cares about Reloaded? Who cares about that game? Let's be real. Hold on. Wait a second. Zevin Cross. I'm going to come back to this. I have to read this. I hope you don't mind. Gaming Mason with a 2 says, you see Madam Savvy play Reloaded with her feet? Excuse me? She what? She what? Hey, I didn't see it, but I'll bet you I know who did. I bet you I know who watched that stream.
I am the foot god, Kaida.
You know it's true. You know it's true. I know it's true. We all know it's true. We all, bro. What? That's crazy, man. That's legitimately insane. I don't even know. I don't even know. Guys, because of Zevin Cross and some dumb goy being absolute fucking legends, man. I don't know how else to say it other than that. These legends have successfully got us to tier 2 for the 257th stream in a row. The ears didn't want to come on. I don't know why it wasn't. It didn't want to work. I was like, dude, why is it not working? What are we doing here? Let me. There we go. That way you can see the ears. Okay, there we go. Boom. Much better. Much better. Shout out to you guys for successfully getting us there again. I appreciate that. That is legendary. Thank you so much. We need to play some clips, man. We need to play some clips for Zevin Cross. Zevin Cross, what do you want, man? Zevin Cross, what clips do you want, my brother? What clips do you want? You get 2 clips right now. 2 major clips for dropping a 50 membership ultra mega ultimate hyper banger in one shot. Goth Asians, that's it. Goth Asians, you get one more. You get one more. All right, I'm gonna do Goth Asians, and you got to figure out the other one. Here we go.
Oh my god, it's a Red Boy hyper banger.
He says I get to pick the other one. He says I get to pick the other one. So let's make it happen.
All right, boys, we have another Red Boy hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Hey, shout out to Zevin Cross, man. 50 memberships is crazy. That is crazy, my guy. And again, shout out to some dumb goy. 40 memberships is fucking crazy, man. Insane. Thank you guys sincerely. I really don't know what to say other than that. Thank you guys so much, man. All right, listen, guys. A couple things. Number one, I don't know if I'm doing a gaming stream today. I'm gonna try. I'm going to keyword try. And if I do, it's going to be Neo 3 because I can't do it at 5 o'clock for the next couple of days. So that's just what it's going to be. Also, I released a video today that nobody watched. So I don't know if you guys are free to go watch the video and support it. It's probably because YouTube was acting all funny. Now that I realize that YouTube is acting all funny. But if you are able to go watch the video and support it, it is live on the channel. I'm going to link it in the chat right now. Go check it out. In the meantime, I don't have a gaming stream set up yet. But if I do, well, just, stay tuned for that. Pay attention to Twitter and notifications if you're able. You make videos? Yes. Sometimes. But no, I'm most likely gonna game stream tonight. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. But we'll see. Anyway, on that note, if you're not gonna hang out for the waifu battle, we're gonna have some fun to the waifu battle right now, and then we're gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go edit and whatnot, and hopefully come back to a gaming stream. And we'll do what we gotta do. All right, boys. Thank you guys so much for the insane support. If you're not going to hang out for the waifu battle, I appreciate you. Much love to you. Hope to see you on the next one. Make sure to come hang out on the next one. At 9 o'clock every single day tomorrow. I appreciate that. And let's get into the waifu battle. Let's do our thing. And that's basically it. Here we go. All right, boys. The waifu battle is here. Now, if you guys missed the last waifu battle, she is refusing to lose. I really don't know how else to put it other than that. She is absolutely refusing to lose. But Poison Ivy is still the waifu battle champion, refusing to lose. She does not want to give up, boys. But with all that being said, we are going to bring out the challenger that's going to go up against Poison Ivy. But first, we got to go over the rules. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu. But the only way that is going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu that you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You could vote for any waifu, regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You could vote for the champion, who is Poison Ivy, or you could vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. But last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts. So please, if you are going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? We all know you guys don't understand a fucking thing. We all know that. But that's okay. We still love you anyway. All right, guys, listen. Today's challenger, oh man. So I initially thought that the way we could counter Poison Ivy is by bringing out a character that people really loved in a similar space as Poison Ivy. But then I thought, I was like, let's go crazy. Let's go like above and beyond. Let's go really weird tonight. Let's show who the actual gooners are and who the chuds are. You know what I'm saying? Like who actually be gooning versus who just be pretending, right? So I figured if we're going to take down a plant, right, who's green, then the only way that we could take her down is by utilizing a waifu who is also green. All right, boys. So the challenger that's going to go up against the one and only Poison Ivy is going to be the one and the only. And she hasn't been in the waifu battle for a long time, but she's been in the waifu battle before. She-Hulk, ladies and gentlemen, and the attorney at law. Oh my God, look at that. Wow, look green. Look at all that green, boys. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be She-Hulk? Or is it going to be Poison Ivy? The names are on the bottom. Choose your challenger. Bad choice? Aha, we'll see. We'll see about that. You thought She-Hulk was banned? No. There's only one real ban right now, and that is we all know who that is. That is Jinx. Jinx is the only real ban right now. Okay? She-Hulk, ladies and gentlemen. Green on green violence. Exactly, Nacho. Green on green violence. Let us show who the real gooners are. Who is the real gooners? Is this where Poison Ivy loses and will chat betray She-Hulk? I don't know. But we'll see anyway. Regardless. She-Hulk versus Poison Ivy. We'll find out. We'll find out, boys. This is going to be an interesting one. We got Dead Eyes Lock on Rumble starting us off with $1. Says She-Hulk and not the trash twerking Tatiana Maslany version. I agree. We got Crash Collins with a 10. Says Poison Ivy. Thank you, Crash Collins, over on Rumble. I appreciate that. We got Sanikin with a 189. Says She-Hulk old school fan. Let's go. We need the She-Hulk fans to prove to these Poison Ivy people that they're not about to have an easy win, because that's what they're thinking right now. They're thinking this is super easy. This is easier than Adair Soto's bet against his co-worker regarding Highguard. That's what they're thinking right now. We got Ron DFK with a 2. Says She-Hulk become world peas. Let's go. Shout out to Ron DFK. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Why did we get Ivy from Soul Calibur? Because I want She-Hulk to be in the Waifu Battle. We got Torinol with a 5. Says Ivy, she may be a villain, but she ain't the terrible lawyer She-Hulk is. Listen, man. We're going to have to make this work one way or another. Chai T with a 2 says Poison Ivy only because no Harley Quinn. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. Melancholy with a 2 says She-Hulk looking fine. Just fine. Really? That's it? That's all I get is that's it? Just fine? Come on, man. It's She-Hulk, bro. You got to be more than just fine. We got Damajanai with a 2. Says She-Hulk Jennifer Walters. Thank you, Damajanai. That's a real gooner right there. Shout out to Damajanai, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, bro. Sanikin says, hell yes, brothers. Hey, the She-Hulk people are coming together. They're making it happen. Let's make it happen. Mr. Melancholy says, you two won't let me say shit. Call me La Racist, but I don't like green ladies, says Mr. Spanglish. Well, that's unfortunate. Power Girl is needed here? No, only She-Hulk is needed here. Attorney at law. Only her. She-Hulk can bring true death by Snoo Snoo. Tell that to all the haters in the chat. There's a lot of them. Fractal says, I am so Shrek'd right now. Now that's pretty funny. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate that. All right, boys. She-Hulk is going to be coming off screen any minute now. She-Hulk is currently at $8.99, so she is still in ban territory. Let's take her off screen. She's not doing that well. I thought she would do better than that, but we'll see. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to bring out none other than the one and the only Poison Ivy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Poison Ivy or is it going to be She-Hulk? Let me know. Let's find out, boys. Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? We got Alucard with a 2 says She-Hulk Gamma Muscle Mommy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Ben. The She-Hulk is now saved from ban territory. She is safe. She lives to fight another day. But can she do a massive upset against Poison Ivy? I don't know. I guess we have to find out. We'll see. We shall see. Right now, the chat is going crazy for Poison Ivy. But will it be enough? I don't know. We'll find out. Glowmite Prince says, oh, I'm behind. Hey, yo, pause that. You need to pause that. Never tell another man you're behind. BioT Wolf with a 5 says, Pie from Dot Hack. I hope you follow on that story and that it is good. Yeah, dude, I really hope it is good, man. I'm excited for another dot hack game. I'm so fucking excited for that. I hope it's legit. Alucard with a 2 says, must not switch loyalty. Don't do it. Don't let it happen. Great Ape for a 2 over on Rumble for Poison Ivy. Thank you. Crash Collins with a 10 says Poison Ivy because Tatiana ruined She-Hulk forever. We're not voting for Tatiana. We're voting for the OG. The OG She-Hulk. Come on. Come on, boys. We got to make this happen. We got to figure out a way to make this happen. We just have to do it. Chai T with a 2 says Poison Ivy. Your GDR for BTA's edition. Appreciate that. Thank you, Chai T. We got to make it happen, boys. We got to make it happen. I don't know how, but we're going to figure it out. Damn, that's a good Ivy pick. Thank you, Mystic Vegeta. I didn't pick it. I didn't pick it. Fallen Angel Zerato picked it. Thank you. Look at this legend, bro. Look at this legend. Look at this legend. Hickory Excalibur with a 4.99 for She-Hulk. Thank you, Hickory Excalibur. I appreciate you, man. Always holding it down. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. She-Hulk got the large watermelon crushers. Thank you, Mr. Melancholy. I agree. I agree. Backbone with a 2 says Poison Ivy. Thank you, Backbone. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Hypno, the taint runs deep. Can't blame people for that. Listen, man. She-Hulk just never does well in the waifu battle. But I was like, you know what? It's been a while. It's been a while. Maybe people will give her her time in the limelight. Maybe. Apparently not. Alucard with a 2 says, boys, I mean, She-Hulk at law. You almost did it. You almost betrayed She-Hulk. Mystic Vegeta with a 2. Ivy, damn, that is too good of a picture. Thank you. Appreciate that. Then we got Seven Cross dropping a 10 bagger, says Poison Ivy, but only because I'm not a fan of women with muscles. I definitely respect that. I respect that. I respect that. We got Panther with a 5, says Poison Ivy. I'll plow her garden. Wow. That's pretty hardcore. Raza says, I need to put that Ivy pick away for research. I can only imagine the kind of research. Sonia says, same. I can only imagine. Gaming Mason with 2, Poison Ivy. Don't want my penne squeezed off. That would probably be bad. Garrett Grant, what's going on, dude? For a 5, says She-Hulk. Thank you, Garrett Grant. Based as always. I appreciate that. All right, Poison Ivy's coming on screen. It is time for the final countdown. Rumble, I'm giving you a couple of seconds because you lag like motherfuckers. Rumble, you're lagging. You're lagging hard. You're lagging unbelievably hard. So hard. Insanely hard. Pause that, by the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Waiting for Rumble. Waiting. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The last super chat is Alucard with a 2 says, I really want to hug those pumpkins. I was very descriptive, my man. I appreciate that. Shout out to Alucard. Thank you for that. All right, mods, let's count it up and let's see who won the waifu battle. Feed the ducks, feed the eagles, regardless of where you are. Regardless. You also have Crash Collins with a 2, Poison Ivy. Tatiana is all I can picture when it comes to She-Hulk. Shout out to Crash Collins. I appreciate that, man. For Poison Ivy over on Rumble. Why is Alucard talking about pumpkins? It is February. I don't know. He likes pumpkins. I specifically remember telling him do not touch the pumpkin, but I don't think he listened for months now. So perhaps that's the thing. Just the Ford said that he could not super chat on YouTube. Really? Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? YouTube just is not happy right now. I don't know why, but they're just not happy right now. It is what it is. What can I say? What can I say? Joel Jimenez is feeding peanuts. Okay. Interesting. Sonya spawning ducks. Interesting. What else are we feeding? Greenery to the ducks. Dragon Defender says it's rigged. Is it rigged? Is it rigged? I don't know about that. Is it rigged? Feed the squirrels. Here we go. Numbers are in. Numbers are in. Numbers are in. Stop the music. We got She-Hulk at $24.98. Thankfully, she's not banned, so that's good. Versus Poison Ivy at $54 flat, which means the winner and still Waifu Battle champion is none other than the one and the only Poison Ivy. Ladies and gentlemen, that's insanity. But it is what it is. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Let's go. Let the cope commence.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Poison Ivy is going to go backstage. She will face off against apparently another waifu tomorrow. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Do not miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Do not miss it. Otherwise, well, you know, that's unfortunate. All right, guys, listen. Amazing stream. Wait, we got Raiders. Who rated us? Who rated us right at the very end? This is crazy. This is crazy. What's going on here? Who rated us right now? We're supposed to be protecting our booty hole. Why did this happen? Vara Dark just rated us. Oh my god, our booty holes are getting destroyed. They're getting absolutely destroyed right now, boys. That's insane. The redhead is rating us after a redhead won the waifu battle. Why am I not surprised? That's crazy. That's insane. Shout out to Vara Dark. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. We are unfortunately ending though, so I will send the Raiders off into the abyss that is known as YouTube, even though it's broken right now. Vara, play Reluted with your feet, please. Bro, what kind of question is that? What kind of question is... What the fuck? This man just flat out says, show me feet, please. That's crazy. Anyway, thank you guys so much for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting games, memberships, everything. I appreciate it, guys. I'm going to try my best to do a gaming stream today. And if I do, obviously I'll put it all over on Twitter. And the mods will share it out as much as humanly possible. Obviously, stay tuned over on Hypnotic Gaming Live for potential gaming stream. Don't miss it. Otherwise, well, you know, like I said, we're sad. But thank you guys so much for the support. And shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play an outro. It might lag. If it lags, I'm just going to end it. So you know what? In the meantime, let me set up a raid before I might potentially just end it. Let me see. Hold on. Who's live right now? Hey, we got Epic. Hey, you got 8-Bit Eric too. We haven't rated 8-Bit Eric in a little while. We can always raid DSP. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Let's go raid Epic Mike. We haven't rated Epic Mike in a while. He's black, and we need some ESG points. That's what we need. So we're gonna go raid Epic Mike right now. Hopefully we get our ESG scores up because we desperately need to get them up. Really bad. Maybe YouTube will put us back in the algorithm if we do that. So let's do that. Let's go raid Epic Mike. Thank you everybody and mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you. And I will see every single one of you on the next one. Until then, you already know, go be bigots and go be gooners. Let's make sure this works. Hopefully this works. Bye.
kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina. Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket and make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket and make her Lady Jack. Fuck Baby Jack, put a ticket and make her gay. It means put a chicken in a queenie and make her fucking gay.
Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! 'Cause that's all we fucking know! 'Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right! At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.